turn of the interview, or you want like more?
Welcome
Sure.
back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the channel. It's Uncle Plug TV, and I have with me a very special guest. Me and my dog go bite some heels. You dig what I'm saying? Go and introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, world? My name's Mark Rodriguez. 32 years old. I'm originally out of Polk County. Shit, me and Plug, we met a while back. A while back. Honestly, the first shop I had the opportunity to be able to have some control, fire, hire, do whatever, had a little pretty much management. He was my first hire. He was my first hire, man. He was my first hire, man. You know what I'm saying? So that honestly, you honestly set the tone for the type of people that I would let into a shop, to
Yeah,
be honest. And I don't know if I ever told you that.
big blessings. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
That's
Yes,
dope.
sir.
That's
Yes,
dope.
sir.
That's dope. Y'all see that? Y'all better fuck with your boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
Better
I've
fuck
been
with your
chopping up.
boy.
I've been chopping up what about 16 years? About 16 years. I'm 30. Like I said, I'm 32, about to be 33. So yeah, since the teenage years. And I just be chopping up, taking care of the kids, coming home, laying it down, man. You
For
know?
sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Man, listen. We since you just told the people we both was at the same establishment. You know, me fresh out of barber school, and you know what I'm saying, being thrust into management at a young age. You know what I'm saying, very mature for your age, especially mature in your barber years at the time as well. You know, one of the first ones I inducted in the certified clipper flippers. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the brand coming out, certified clipper flippers.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
you know, how did you start barbering?
Man, honestly, I can't even sit here in front and like a lot of other people, not saying other people front, don't get it twisted. And say, oh, I always loved it. I always knew I was gonna do this. Honestly, nah, man. So my senior year in high school had the little tech schools coming around, and I was sitting in one of the classes just so I could get out of my regular class. I sat in one of these little, oh, come to our school type of what is it, little question answering question stuff that they have a
Yeah,
whole bunch of
yeah,
people come. You know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I know I'm not going to no mechanic school or none of this stuff. But in my head, I'm talking to myself in my head. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do when I get out of school, man? I can't be running the streets like I'm already doing. So I
Mm-hmm.
sat back and I was thinking, and I was already had some clippers in my hand here and there, cutting up my godson and stuff like that, and little cousins and stuff like that, just doing some quick little easy stuff. And I said, you know what? Let me just try it. Graduated in May, went to barber school in August. While I was in barber school, that's why I really fell in love with the game, man. That's why I really fell in love with it. And it wasn't even about money. It wasn't that I had a crazy teacher that was on me and he knew potential I had. It wasn't even none of that. I really truly fell in love with the craft while in school.
For
And that's
sure.
how I really got started.
Crazy thing too. We both, even though we went at different times, went to the same barber school.
Same barber school, ACT.
ACT, baby.
ACT, baby.
Academy career training, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's crazy. I went in like 15. I started at 15 and graduated in 15.
What I started in, I think, '08, end of '08, graduated in the end of '09, beginning of 10, something like that. Because I did the part
Yeah.
time. I did the part time. And I turned 18 in barber school. So, I was fucking all the way off. At
All the
one
way up.
point. So I fell behind on hours. Then I went ahead, made it back up and stuff. So, yeah, I think I finished in like 14 months. I finished like 14 months,
Yeah, yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
How soon before you got your license after that?
Oh shit, that's a whole nother story, man. So
Tell us
I had a
about it.
grind. I had a grind, man, from young. I took what I was doing outside, you know what I'm saying, what I was doing extracurriculars, and I applied it to this. So my grind, my mind was already moving. So before I even graduated school, I was blessed enough to already be in the shop. So I would leave school and ride the bus straight to the barbershop, boom, get off and cut a couple hours. You know what I mean? The owner had a rapport with me. He knew my people. He cut my hair when I was in high school a little bit here and there. So me and him, he gave me a shot. He looked out for me. He knew I was in school. He knew my whole situation. So that was a blessed gift and a curse. It was a gift because I got the experience and I was already in the shop getting my feet wet before I'm even graduating school.
Right, right.
But in my opinion, it was a curse because I got too comfortable after graduating. And
Mm.
honestly, I didn't get my license for 5 years after graduating because I was
Wow.
already comfortable. I was already seeing the money. I'm
Yeah,
like, what? I'm like, man, forget the license. Yeah, I went to school. I got the paperwork. I'm good.
yeah,
That was my mindset because I was already in. So that's
yeah,
why, in a way, it was kind of a curse. You know what I mean? But
yeah. I know
hey,
what you're
everything
talking
happens
about.
for a reason.
And you was at Dynasty, right?
Nah, my first one was All Pro over there with Rob, man. Shout out
Oh
Rob over there at
yeah.
All Pro, man.
Shout out Rob at All Pro. What's up, baby?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Yes,
man. I
sir.
always remind him when I see him, man. We get together, man. He pop up on me whenever we run into each other, man. That's a good dude right there, man. He's
Yeah,
always
for sure.
offering me a job, always seeing how my people are, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, Rob offered me my second job.
Yes,
He
sir. I
offered me my
remember.
second job. I was at All Pros 2.
Yep.
The
Yep.
part 2 were down there with Rams.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So that time in between graduating school, you know, jumping into you were already pretty much into the barber game already. You know what I'm
Head
saying? You was
first.
doing your thing head first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From the garage to the barber shop, like you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like young, like turning tables. You know what I'm saying? Trying to really get your cut game together. By the time I had met you, shit. But we had some adobo. We was snacking them pack. We was snacking them pack sazon. You feel
A
what
little
I'm
bit of that.
saying?
Ooh.
Yeah, we had some
Yes,
cilantro on that
sir.
shit.
Yes,
You know the
sir.
onions. You know, say cutting up the peppers. Like I was with you when you went to your first barber. You know, competition
Yeah.
and put the proverbial foot in the barber's ass.
You
I
know
was
it.
there.
First one out.
You
First one out.
did. I'm
And
talking about like yeah.
if you remember, I took clippers I've never cut with straight out the box, and I
Out
was
the
like, I'm competing with
box.
these. I'm competing with these. I don't even know how to cut. I'm competing with these.
Up out the box. That's how you did it. You was like, nigga, I don't
Yeah,
zero gap nothing, nigga. I go straight out the box again to him. And I
straight
was
out.
like, boy, I'm trying to tell you, bro, I ain't gonna even lie, bro. I was proud of big brother in the world. I was proud of big brother in the world. I said that boy when he did that shit. Was like, yeah, nigga, you got
Mm-hmm.
these niggas. He saw me. I was walking up and down the thing, looking at niggas shit like, yeah, you got these niggas,
You
bro.
got this. You got this. Don't worry about it. You got this.
I said, don't worry about that. You got these. Oh boy took on my first place and a second place prize. You know what I'm saying? I think you
Two
came
second place. Two second place to the first place.
two second place in the first place. You had fastest fade,
Fastest
um,
fade, low fade and beard,
low fade and beard.
and I think low fade and beard, fastest fade,
I
and
think that
was
was the
it?
no. That was the second competition. Now hold on, we got to get to the second competition.
Yeah, the second one. That was the
The
second one.
first competition was
The
fastest
second one
fade,
was three.
and then low fade and beard,
Low
which
fade and beard.
which
That's what it
which
was.
which I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like us coming from Polk County, dealing with them Orange County players out there in Orlando. You understand me? I would still say my boy supposed to have two first place trophies.
Man, you know how it's politics and
Yeah,
that stuff,
politics
man.
though.
And you know,
You already know what it
you
is, baby.
already know, man. I'm not gonna sit here and do it. I'm not gonna sit there and do what you gotta do
Yeah,
to get those type of accolades, man. I'm too real for that. I keep it too trill, bro. I can't look at
yeah,
myself in the mirror and sit there and look at myself and be like, why was I all up all this dude's beef? Pause. Like, why was I
yeah,
in this dude's face? Like all in this like goo goo gaga
yeah.
giving compliments and this and that just so I could get
You
in.
already
Nah, I'm
know.
not with that. If you see me, you know my worth, you see me. You know what I
That's what
mean?
it is.
Let's be for real. By the last competition me and you went to, motherfuckers was just asking, yo, you competing? You
Yeah,
competing? So they
yeah,
already knew.
yeah, yeah.
They
They was
already
spooked
knew.
up. They was
They
spooked
already
up.
knew.
They already knew
You know what
what
I'm
to come.
saying?
Come on,
I
man,
didn't need
Mister
the
Get
name at
Busy,
that time. By that
Mister
time, I didn't
Get
even need the
Busy.
name.
Yes, sir. Like it was crazy because like we seen like you see them guys now. You know what I'm saying? Few years, a lot of years later. You know the Barber Cartel. You
We
know
saw
Drew and
them from
them,
ground zero.
Drew
We
and
saw
them,
them from ground zero, man. Shout out
Bob,
to them.
Bossio. You know what I'm
From
saying? Like
ground zero.
all them cats that before all the fame and the big money that were them guys that right now we was right there with them, bro. Like ground zero for real, like real talk. Like we
Yeah.
was there. Like we seen these niggas come all the way to Kissimmee to compete, all the way to Orlando. You know what I mean? We seen all these cats out the gate. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
when I
A lot of these rappers and all these some of these celebrity dudes and all that. If you know they from Florida, 9 times out of 10, I was cutting right next to them. Cutting
Yeah,
right next to them. Believe it or not,
yeah,
I was cutting right next to them in these
yeah.
competitions.
Slicing and dicing.
Keeping up, slicing, dicing, beating them. It doesn't matter. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Like that, bro. Like
Yeah,
that, for real, for real. You ain't lying. You
yeah.
ain't lying, bro. Like for real, bro. Like even along our journey, um, we ended up, going our separate ways for a second. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We weren't losing touch. We just went our
Never
separate
have.
ways. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation at the crib. I had to make better arrangements because we both started out at a percentage shop.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next question. Like based on the booth rent and based on percentage, you know, what's your idea of a good shop? What's your idea of a good shop?
Well, that's really subjective.
Yeah.
That's real subjective. It's up to you personally, and
Mm-hmm.
really the situation that you're currently in,
Mm-hmm.
and how I could explain that. So if you one of these young bucks, you still living at home with your mom and dad, and you're starting out in the game, there's nothing wrong with going into that percentage shop and paying your dues and building up your clientele, not having to worry about paying that booth rent, or getting backed up on booth rent. You know what I mean? Now
Yeah.
you're causing a void between you and the owner without you even knowing it. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you're naive in the game. You're just starting out. You don't know what to look for with certain things when things may happen to you. When you can't see them coming. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I would never talk down on a percentage shop because that's where I started. That's where
Mm-hmm.
it paved the way for me. You know what I
That's where
mean?
I started.
At the end of the day, like I could sit here and say that I was making as much as some people do on a weekly basis on booth rent, what I was doing on percentage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can make the money on percentage, but it's up to you on the grind. You
It's
know what I
all
mean?
about the grind.
So if you're not in a situation that you need the money, you need to get on the grind and get the money right away, and you need to start you need to start a little bit more ahead because of the situation you in personally, then do that booth rent. You know what I mean? Because you have a different mindset already coming into this. You might
Yeah.
have kids, you might have a wife that's dependent on you. I'm grinding, I'm gonna get this done. I don't care. I'm not gonna worry
Yeah.
about it. But if not, you young, you kind of scared, kind of timid, but you don't want to show it. There's nothing wrong with going into that percentage shop, paying your dues, getting your clientele up, not having to worry about that booth rent, and just grind. Put your head
Yeah.
down, go in there every day and grind. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I did
So
exactly what you're saying.
it's really up to the situation you're in personally. You know what I mean? But I
Mm-hmm.
can't talk down on either way, either one,
Either
because
way.
I've worked both.
Right. Because that was my main objective. Was It was my situation. My situation was that I did have the wife and the kids at the house, and I
Hmm.
needed I needed to see, you know what I mean. But I still thank Daniel of Game Time Barbershop, for giving me that shot. You giving me that shot, so I built a nice little base of clientele being there at Game Time, and that brings me to a point as well where I see a lot of guys. What they do is they come in and they rape a shop. You know what I'm saying? They don't do the legwork. They don't go out and acquire these clients. Like they don't build their own clientele. They come into a shop, they allow the flow of the shop to build themselves up, and then eventually leave.
Yeah,
And they take away from that barbershop. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Me myself, I've seen it happen in my face, so that's why I've become one of those barbers um, that go out and acquire my own clients. I want somebody sitting in my chair that somebody in this barbershop can't say anything to me because being at the we'll get to that part. We'll get to that part where
no, but I can add on to that a little bit though. I can add
yeah,
on to that a little bit, only
yeah,
because it's exactly what you just said. You know what I mean? The situation you were in and everything. But I honestly feel like if, in my opinion, if percentage shop was ran in the way I feel like it should be ran properly, the way I feel like it should be, I feel like a lot more people would go on that percentage. You know
right,
what I mean? I feel like a lot of people would, only because okay, the barbers don't have to sit there and stress about booth rent. You know what I
right,
mean? They just have to worry about coming in. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Now, I'm not saying provide everything for the barber, but you could provide the bare minimum, meaning like neck strips, maybe blades. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
food
the barber
care,
side. the barber
Pool
side. You
care.
know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Just the small little things. Because at the
A
end of the
starter
day,
kit.
the percentage is all paying for everything. It's gonna pay for that. It's gonna pay for itself at the end of the day. You know what I
Always.
mean? It's always
Always.
gonna pay for itself. So if you have a young barber coming in trying to get his feet wet and he's seeing this, it's like, oh, okay, I get this. I get it sets a different mindset for these barbers. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Because the type of owner that you are, giving giving unto the barber that's eventually going to become one of your premier barbers, you giving them something out the gate, and taking care of them week to week
Exactly.
helps them to say, I'm going to stay here.
Because
I'm gonna stay in the ground, and that'll be
you're
your
taking care of the
franchise guy.
owner. Yeah,
Yeah.
you taking care of the owner. Let's be
Right.
for real.
You do.
These owners at percentage, they eat good. So if
Yeah.
you're eating good, you got to put that money right back into the business, just like any other business.
Which is your
Just like
barber.
any other business, you got to flip that money right back in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right back
Right.
in it.
Right. Now, excuse me. I will also say that to the booth rent barbers. I mean, to the booth rent owners. The booth rent owners, there's a strategy. There's a great strategy to running either or, whether percentage based or booth rent based. It's a strategy, and it's always taking care of your barbers first. When you're a barber, it should be clients first. When you are a owner, it should be barbers first,
Yes.
because they're the
Yes.
ones who feed the barbers. So the barber should take care of them, and then the barbers feed you, and you should
Food
take care
chain.
of your barber. It's a food chain for real. Even when your barbers are eating, they
Hmm.
have no problem with anything you want to implement that makes sense. Just make sure that the shit that you are implementing into your barbershop makes sense, my friend.
Exactly.
Don't be a
Not
fucking
and doesn't
goofy.
make sense just to you. It makes
Yeah,
sense for the
just to
whole situation.
everyone. You
The
fucking
whole
goofball, man.
situation.
Yeah, yeah. And I hope that this broadcast, I hope that this episode reaches certain individuals in the barber game, whether we know you or we don't know you, that
Hey,
this hits different for you, because we are the barbers, we are your front men, the most important motherfuckers in the shop. We are
mhm.
your front men. We are your character. We are your storytellers. We are the ones that people, whether they're in our chair or not, come to see.
Yep.
So we might not own this bitch, but guess what? We're the foundation of it.
With a personality.
We're the personality, bro.
With
Without
a
a doubt, bro. You hit
personality.
it right on the head. So
With a personality.
we're the ones that's telling you we are the designated right hand men when it comes
Hmm.
to shop owners. We are the ones that you may want to take up under your wing and hold them close. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
the quarterback, I'm the center. You can't
Hmm.
get this damn play running without me hiking the ball, bro. You
Yes, sir.
understand me? No homo. You feel
No,
me?
you're right. You're
Like for
right.
real. Like we are your front men are the ones that see the things that need to be done, and see the things like y'all. I think it's an ego thing. It's always an ego thing with these. Everybody gets into owning barbershops out of some particular reason. And what do you think of those reasons, bro? Why do you
They
think someone
they
would want to own a barbershop?
9 times out of ten, the dudes that I come across, not everybody, but it's mostly money.
Money.
They just think a lot of people is just money. You know what I mean? They just see money. That's all they see, not knowing the grind, the blood, sweat, and tears, the not making money this week. Maybe I'm in the red over here. They don't know the intricacies and the stuff that really happened behind closed doors. They
Right?
just see the glitz and the glamour. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A lot of dudes do it for the money.
I want to be famous.
I've even known some people that open up barbershops because they had the money to do it. They do it just so they don't have to pay booth rent no more. Let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? Which, in all honesty, side note, I feel like until you fill that whole barbershop up in a booth rent situation, I personally feel like the owner should pay his share. That's me. I would. If it was my situation, I'm paying my chair until I fill this shop
Oh,
up. Once I fill this shop up, then I could step back and I could
yeah.
do my thing. And
Right.
I could move a little bit because I'm situated now. I'm settled.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? There's
Right.
some dudes, they open up a barber shop. They got one other dude in the shop, and one other dude is the only booth rent they collecting because they trying to cut for free.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to pay nobody no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the people that say, "Why you renting a house when you can own? You just paying somebody else's mortgage."
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. You're doing the same thing in all actuality. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But
But I,
nah, it shouldn't work like that. That's a one-sided situation, like we were just talking about.
right. Because I would put myself in a situation to where I'm 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 feeling a void. I don't want to create competition. I want to feel a void. I feel
Exactly.
that when you're coming into, let's say, said location, you're like, damn, ain't nothing out here right now. But then you see a Walmart go up, and then you see a Publix coming, or you see uh a Ross. They put them four stores together. That Ross, that
Yeah, it's
TJ
it's
Maxx,
corporation. It's a
yeah,
corporation. They all
that
they
that
all
Ross,
owned by
that
the
TJ
same.
Maxx, that Five
Yeah.
Below, that Ulta. They put
Hmm.
that plaza. Like, damn, let me see where these barbershops at. Am I filling a void, or am I creating competition? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to create. I want to fill a void. I don't want to create competition. I don't want to do that. I want to bring something that the people need, or the dude might feel like this city need me. I'm over here cutting over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving out these people. You know what I'm saying? I know they appreciate me. I don't never feel unappreciated. Never. So I, I might need to come over here and show them a little bit of me. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
I
sir.
can dig that as well. I can
But
dig that as well.
is it really competition though? Let's be for real. Is it really competition, or is that just some owners just like, hold on, is my money about to get a little shorter? They get worried. They get worried
Yeah.
because they comfortable in this situation. Is it really competition? Because unless you in a one light town, little rinky dink 2,000, 1,500 people in your town,
Yeah.
if you in a city, it shouldn't never be no competitions with barbershops. There's too many people. There's way
Well,
more people than barbers.
I'll say this. If you're doing it right, you don't have to worry about no competition.
You
Because at the
shouldn't.
end of the day, when I see, say I'm running my numbers. I'm running my numbers. We're going through a certain system. I'm running my numbers, and I'm here, I'm present, and I'm accounted for. So I know what all my barbers are doing. I see that all my barbers come to work, they're on time, they're doing their thing, they're making money. But I'm watching those Thursdays, those Fridays, those Saturdays where we're turning away walk-ins because we're completely booked. Like, these one, two, three, four, five guys can't handle the flow. All right, we got to have a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
10, 15 minutes. Hey guys, this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I done seen 12 go out on Thursday. I seen 15 to 20 go out on Friday. I seen 25 leave here on Saturday. So guys, I'm thinking about bringing in another barber. What you guys feel about that? You know what I'm saying? These are, you're not, when you're not a percentage, but when you are a booth rent, these are your colleagues, because all these guys are 1099. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? They're responsible for their own things. They're responsible for their own taxes. They're responsible for their own managing their own money. So at the end of the day, they are your colleagues. So they're not your, they're not your. This is not your. This is your staff.
Yeah.
These ain't your employees. So you need to tell them what you're doing. You
Mm-hmm.
need to bring that to the square. Bring it to the square and say, "Hey, man, listen, I'm thinking about hiring another barber because at least part time for right now. Before I can bring him in full time, I'm bringing him in part time for now, for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So the walk ins that you guys can get when you guys are fully booked up. Which, if I can go on this platform, which the one that we have is fantastic, I can go on there and look and see who's all booked right now from
Mm-hmm.
8 o'clock that morning to,
As the owner, yeah.
yeah, I can see everybody who's booked and be like, yeah, man, I need you. I got somebody on standby who's like, man, he didn't came here, asked for a job. No, we didn't have no room for you. I got to make sure that my barbers that are here has got their bite of the clients that come here. They got the bulk of them, and they're eating. Now you come in, whether you're that barber that's going to bring in more clientele to the shop, or you're going to come and take care of the load that we can't handle. That makes sense. So when you come into the fold, no one's tripping, because we're not thinking outside. We're thinking inside, to where these guys, hey, listen, man, He coming in to fill in what what y'all can't get. He coming to get. Okay, no problem. Everybody's in agreement. Bring him in. Let's do what it do. Now let's build this. Now if we're constantly doing that while we're constantly building the shop, soon enough we're not gonna have enough space in this building, which means it should never be any competition because we're expanding. And all the barbers that have that bright idea, because that's what happens is the barber get a bright idea, and then now he wants to open his own, or he partners with somebody who's sick of being where they are, and then now we're gonna open our own. Now
Yeah.
we if we're doing it right, we should never have to worry about competition.
Nope. It'll
We
stay
have to
in
worry about it
house. It'll
because
stay purely in house.
yes sir, because
And you know,
if you one fuck
honestly,
up, oh go ahead, bro.
that situation that you were describing is the perfect situation for a young up and coming barber that got a little bit of skill, because you can't just throw anybody in a situation like that, because you already got veterans in here and you can't make them look bad, because at the end of
Yeah,
the day that one barber can make everybody look bad,
yeah.
because when that client gets up out the chair and walks, they're not going to remember that barber that just effed them up. You know what I mean? They're going to say, I went to that barber shop. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the perfect opportunity for the owner to give somebody up and coming that got a little skill,
Mm-hmm.
right? Give him the opportunity. Hey, look, check this out. You can come in the whole week, or you can come in Thursday to Saturday.
Yeah.
We situate the booth for however you want it. Boom, boom, boom. Don't gotta charge him the full week, and you can help him, and he's helping you at the same time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You giving
One
him
hand
the
washing the
experience.
other.
You giving him the experience. He's getting his feet wet. He's you know what I'm saying, doing what he got to do, and the owners filling the void with the walk-ins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000. I'm with you on 1,000. Hey, hey, this thing rolling, but I like how you think, but I see what
I'm
I
just
see. Hey, I like the way you think, baby. Hey, we at same wavelength, pimping. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I'm just
same
saying, bro.
wavelength.
I'm gonna give you 100 the same way you give me 100. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? Big
Yes,
Ben
sir.
Frank.
Yeah, Big Ben Frank.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Big
give you 100
Frank.
every time, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So, in your opinion, moving right along, segue into what do you think is the best thing about being a barber? Would you want to talk about the worst thing about being a barber first, or the best thing about being a barber?
Uh let's go with the best.
The
Let's
best
go with the
thing.
best. The
Yeah.
ugly truth, we can save that for the last. You know what I'm saying? We can save the ugly truths for the last, man.
Oh, understood.
You know
Understood.
what I mean? But some of the best things about being a barber, man, is you being your own boss. But not everybody can handle that. Not everybody can really know what comes with that. You know what I mean? Not
Preach, brother. Preach.
You get what I'm saying? They just seeing what they're seeing on TikTok and everything, like, oh, open an LLC and do this, and they
Yeah.
start doing that. They open their LLC and they think, oh, I'm gonna make money. I'm here. Nah, it's a lot more than that. You know
A
what I
lot
mean? It's a
more.
lot more than that.
A lot more.
So being an entrepreneur, if you know how to do it, making your own schedule, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and really
Abiding by it.
and abiding by it, exactly. And if you have a family, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know what I mean? Being able to go to your kids' games, pick them up from school if you want, surprise them for lunch or something like that. You know what I mean? Or the
Yeah.
wife. You know what I mean? Slide up on the wife real quick, like, hey baby, got some lunch for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of
Yeah.
different things. Or if you got more free time because your scheduling is right, you can branch off and start another business. Get with
Yeah.
somebody else. Hey, let me go ahead and throw some money in this and start this business with somebody else.
Yeah.
It broadens your horizons for a lot of other things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Being in this one game. You know what I mean? And
PSA,
that and
PSA, that tidbit of information that he gave y'all, I always come in when I'm talking to y'all. Listen, it's for the seasoned barbers. This is not for the rookies. You build your clientele first.
yes,
You
sir.
gotta build your clientele first. You have to build your clientele first. You cannot create your own schedule when you have no one to schedule. Do you understand that? You can't create a damn schedule if you ain't
If you
got
don't got no
nobody to
clientele,
schedule.
your schedule is whatever's on that door. That's your
Yeah.
schedule. That's your
Until then,
schedule.
9 to 7 is your hours of operation. You
Yes, no
understand? Don't get
clientele,
it
9 to 7. I go get my lunch, come right back and eat the lunch
straight
in the
up.
back.
Yeah, bring it
You
with
know
you,
what I
man.
mean?
Get familiar with ham and cheese
And
sandwich.
honestly, a lot of these young barbers, bro, they take an hour and a half, 2 hour lunch break, no clientele, bro. I would
Goofy.
stop, bro. I would stop eating, go get that walk in. You know what I mean? If I
Straight
could
up.
come back, if another one didn't go, you know what I'm saying? There was times I took 4 hours to eat my little 10-minute meal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I'm sitting going back and forth. These dudes, they want to take their time,
You
get on
dig?
the phone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They want to sit there lollygag, and it's like, come on, bro. And then you want to complain. You want to complain, like, damn, bro, it's slow.
It
Damn,
ain't
what I'm gonna
slow, you
do?
slow.
Come on, man.
You slow.
Three walk-ins done came and left by the time you just went and got your little McDonald's up the street and came back.
Yeah.
So
I don't know
you know
what
what
you're
I'm
doing
saying?
out there, but being your meat in the car, whatever the lick may read, brother. But hey, these doors are gonna turn.
Yeah,
Yeah, these
the
doors are gonna
door's gonna
turn.
turn
People
regardless.
come in, they don't understand the flow of the game. They come in and say, "Oh man, y'all slow in here." We ain't never slow in here, bro.
Nah,
We
nah,
ain't never ain't never ain't and the barber shop ain't never slow.
shouldn't be.
The barber shop ain't never slow. The barber shop is forever turning. You understand me? The barber shop is forever turning.
But
Always, always.
another good thing about being a barber, honestly, and I don't hear nobody talking about this, to be honest, the clients, the relationships you build, the brushing shoulders, shaking hands with the people that you're able to meet, the
Yes, sir.
politicking that you're able to do. But that's only if you can do that in a certain capacity. You know, it's not everybody can have conversations with anybody in the room.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So if you
yeah,
know how to turn it on and off, and you know how to talk to everybody, you're
yeah,
that type of dude.
yeah,
You can't do nothing but love the fact that you get to build relationships with so many different types of people, so many
for
different walks
sure.
of life. You know what I
Like
mean? You go straight through your
merging,
phone and be like, "Yo, I need an AC dude." Oh shit, yo, that's my client. Boom,
boom.
yo. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
You get what I
merging
mean?
who you are and the professional you and merging them together into this fantastic human being.
Yeah, yeah. And honestly, I feel like that's the top. It's not even the money. That's
Yeah,
the top. It's the relationships.
relationships.
It's the relationships because honestly, you never know what could happen. You
Yeah,
mess around and for whatever reason, God forbid something happens to you, you can't cut hair for whatever period of time. You can't get no money. You know what I mean? You don't know who you have on your phone on your client list that could help you out in that situation.
straight
You
up.
get what I'm saying? You don't know who owns a
Yeah,
business. Hey, you know what? You may not have experience, but hey, man, come to my office. I'll do something for you, man. You can work for me for a couple months. You never know the opportunity that could happen for you. You know what I'm saying? With the
Preach,
connections that you have. You know what I mean? At the
man.
end of the day, the most valuable thing you can have is the relationships you have with the clients and the people that are around you.
Man,
That's
talk to
golden.
him.
That's golden, bro. That's golden.
Talk to him, my bird.
It's worth than any amount of money you can make in a week or that $250 cut that you could do on this one client that you know he paid good money. It's worth way more than all that. Cause that
Always.
one client that may be paying you $250 for that cut, he might not even pick up the phone.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But that client, that other client that you might not be thinking about, that gives you $35, $40, just a little tip on top. You know what I'm saying? That dude will be the one to save your life.
for real.
You get what I'm saying?
And treating.
That
Oh,
right there in its own is priceless.
this is a question. Does your price point determines the level of service?
Hmm. I feel like the
Because me,
price.
I'll say this. I've seen you. I remember this one jit that you used to cut,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he worked at Sinopolis. He worked at Sinopolis. Um, Little short, stocky
Puerto
Spanish
Rican
kid.
kid, thick
Yeah,
hair,
had the comb over with the little beard.
real thick hair. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you talking
and
about.
he come in for a shape up. But you would take this time when he does this shape up to damn near give him a full cut. You
Yeah.
would lace him, bro. Like you would get to the back of the neck and be like, damn, I just can't leave the neck like that. Zzz. Then you get to the C cups and bow, be like, I can't leave him like that. Zzz. And then you'll hit him and be like, I can't let him leave like that. Hit him with the razor. And I'd be like, Damn, bro, you done gave that motherfucker, you done gave him a whole cut. And like, and Jit will pull up for that.
Yeah,
But you know the craziest thing about that is that most folks won't even appreciate that.
and you're right. So that's up to the
They will
barber.
try you like that, bro.
But that's up to the barber. Once you do that, if you feel like putting in a little work on somebody and you notice they don't appreciate it, all right, now I know what category to put that client in. Boom.
Yeah, of
And
course.
you could do it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That person appreciates it. All right, bet. You know what I'm
I
saying? Now
got
I
you.
know I look out for him. You know what I
Right.
mean? Maybe if he got to go out of town for business, or maybe a God forbid a death in the family, he got to get on a
Yeah.
flight for a funeral, and it's a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That
Straight up.
client that appreciated it, I'm gonna come in for that one cut on that Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And look out.
Damn
You
Skippy.
get what I'm saying? It's those clients you go above and beyond for.
Yeah, man. Like I have some too that's like, man, they done became, man, I've been here a year and a half. Man, I've been at this shop for maybe a year and what, 2 months. And bro, like, bro, I got some why? I don't know what it is, bro. Since I've been in this barber game, I tend to my clientele is like just tailor made for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what kind of knack I have, but I just know how to get them some. Man, I got the ones that's for me. Like my barber instructor from ACT, Carl told me, Dred told me, don't go get a client, go get your client. And I just got this knack for just getting my client. Like I be like, damn, I can go. Man, I done went out on dates. You know what I'm saying? With clients, bro. Like I done did that already, man. We done went and got some seafood. We done went and got some
Mm-hmm.
barbecue. We done went to Texas Live. Went to the game, man. We been cool and like, man, I love that. And that's one thing I say to these young barbers, bro. Listen, first and foremost, you need to know who you are. And as soon as you know who you are,
Ding ding
you
ding
can
ding ding
take.
ding ding ding
Thank
ding.
you. In this barber game, you got to know who you are, and now you can
Yes.
tailor make your clientele to who you are. You know what I mean? And be a genuine individual. You got.
Yeah.
I think a lot of barbers, man, they've taken this content situation. Like I light up when somebody say, "Man, that's you up there," because I play the videos in the shop, and I be like, "That's you up there." Like, bro, I'm not. I ain't famous, bro. I ain't famous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be famous at all, bro. I am truly giving out this content so that these young barbers can understand that it's more than a cut, Playboy. It's more than a cut. You need to be more than your haircut. You gotta have some
Mm-hmm.
substance to you, player. You
Yes,
know what I
sir.
mean? Like I can really be plugged. Like I can really be on. I can really be me
Yes,
behind this
sir.
here and dealing with. I got guys that work for Lockheed Martin. I got guys who are project managers. I got guys who are, like I got veterans from Navy, Marines, Army, Air Force. I got clientele that are like Fortune 500 cats. That come in smelling like, man, what cologne you got on, bro? That smell amazing. Like I know your money long, boy. You
Yeah,
got some
the petty
train smoke.
droppers. Yeah,
You got
yeah,
some train smoke money, but
yeah,
that smell
yeah.
expensive. You
That
hear
shit,
me?
you still smell it on your cape 3 haircuts later type
You
shit.
know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Like, what?
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
well, you left you behind, but
yeah,
you left you behind,
yeah,
and it's just like I love that. I love the fact that I can merge who I am and who I am professionally together, and it works well. It's a hell of a mashup.
yeah.
Hell of a
I
mashup.
got two things on that though. I got two
Talk
things
about
on
it.
that to add on. First things first. This is a saying that me and you would preach all the time. All money ain't
Ain't
good
good
money.
money.
You get what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
money's not good money. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And the second thing, I come to learn in this game that you are your clients. The
Mm-hmm.
person that you are is the type of clients that's gonna come. So if you a barber out there and you're like, man, why the hell I got these type of dudes, man, coming in the shop and they smelling and they smelling the shop up and they cheat and That's what they see you as. Even if you don't see it, that's how they see you. You know what I mean? You over there, you
Mm.
smoking on your break, you smoking before you come in, you think you smelling good, you got a little smell to you. That dude that come in that smoke, he gonna look over at you, he gonna come to you. You gonna
Yeah.
attract that. You gonna attract them D boys, cause you know what I'm saying? They see that you out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why I'm attracting these type, that's why. You know what I'm saying? That's why. It's what you, it's exactly what you said. Is what you put out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to put on a facade that you think you gotta act like to be in a shop, man. Be
Nah.
you, man.
Yeah.
Be you. It's gonna come, man. It's gonna come.
Yeah. You ain't lying, bro. Hey, y'all
That's
better listen
exactly
to me
what
on
it
this
is,
one.
man.
If not now, the episode, y'all better tune in to Folk, boy. I'm talking about y'all need to tune in to Big Folk because hey, this one right here, these gems, boy, this a whole diamond necklace.
We
This is
mining. We
gems.
mining.
You
We
feel me?
mining. We
You feel
mining.
me?
We mining them.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, this one right here hitting different, man. Like really, like the way we think, the way me and this gentleman right here thinks, my brother thinks, man. We think on the same accord. We know we've had numerous of conversations about the wrong. We've seen so much wrong that we can't only discuss right because
to the
we've
point
seen
to the
so
point
much
that
wrong.
to the point that we cutting next to each other, hitting each other on the
Uh,
side, like, bro, watch what this nigga about to do,
man.
bro. Watch this nigga, man. Watch this nigga, bro.
Watch this
Watch this nigga
goofy
about to do,
shit.
bro.
You
Watch
fucking
this nigga, bro.
goofy. You fucking goofy.
Come
Dog,
on, man.
I appreciate where I'm at right now. I really do, bro, because I am truly by someone who who love this game, bro. You would automatically just like Buddy. He's a barber geek in my. I say it all the time. He's a barber geek.
Yeah,
Remember them capes that came out, and he's a barber geek. He's on the game. He loves the game. He
yep.
sleeps, eats, shits this game. He loves it. He loves it. He put us on different platforms and programs, to try to help us get better. You know what I'm saying? Be better barbers. Sending different books to me, audio books to try to, be a better professional. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And it's dope, bro. It's dope, bro. It's really dope. This transition to Texas has been, it started out a little rocky, but
It
now
always is.
we done got
It
this
always is.
alignment.
But that's the test. That's the test.
We done went and got this alignment, and boy, I'm trying to tell you, but that thing riding smooth, boy. I'm
Yeah.
sitting up on the armrest. You know what I'm saying? When you ride, you slide, you up on the steering wheel like that right here, and your elbow up on the console. That's how it is. You slide like that, boy. You
Right.
feel me? Yes, sir, boy. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. I cannot lie. Now we gotta get to the ladder. What's the worst thing about being a barber?
I wouldn't say this is like the worst thing, but one of the first things that come to mind that a lot of people that I've seen personally, a lot of young barbers going through is once they start seeing the money and they start getting the clientele and everything starts moving and grooving, they don't know what to do with the money. They don't know what to do with it. And
Ain't no saying.
me and you, we've seen it being where we from, in Central Florida, we've seen it where it goes two ways. Either they're gonna be hanging the hell out, no, three ways. One of them might have somebody older to sit their ass down, or they might listen to somebody in the shop, you know what I mean? And they might start moving the right way if they got that vet in the shop,
Mm-hmm.
right? They might just be hanging the hell out, start coming in late, popping bottles every other night in the club, hang sack chasing with
Yeah.
client girls and all. You know what it is, right? Or the worst, they get junkied out.
Ooh.
They get junkied out before
Well,
they even hit the height of their career. You get what I'm saying? They get junkied out.
y'all clicking like
Yeah.
y'all clicking
Yeah.
like
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the music industry. If you think
yeah,
about it,
it is.
it's
I
almost
was
like the
just gonna
music
say it's like
industry.
a rap game. The
It's
barber
almost
game got
just
to
like
die.
it. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
Once
sir.
you start getting that clientele, boom, 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 and you making good money, that's your first hit.
Yeah,
That's your first hit. Now, what
yeah,
you gonna do after that first hit? You gotta
yeah.
keep it coming. You
Got to
gotta
keep
keep it
it coming.
coming. You know what
Get
I'm
the
saying? You
catalog
see
straight.
you don't want to be a one hit wonder. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir. Yes,
You don't want
sir.
to be a one hit wonder.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
Yes, sir.
that's that's detrimental in this game, man. That's real
Super.
detrimental in this game, man. A
Super.
lot of these young barbers, like they don't know what to do with the success that they were wanting or planning or already knew they were gonna come to.
I couldn't
You know
see
what
it
I'm saying?
happening.
They plan for
Couldn't
the
see it
success,
happening.
but they don't plan for what's after.
I used to be in the shop and I could sense when this barber is, elevating. Like I could feel like, what's the season?
Yeah.
I every time the phone rang, they calling for him. Every time somebody walking in and he ain't there, they looking for him. You know what I mean? Like I could see when it was their season. I could just sense. Now I just feel it. Like, boy, it's this man's season. But I try to sit him down. I be like, bro, look, boy,
Mhm.
it's your season, boy. But hey, you gotta stay on point. And the ones that don't listen, them bitch you crash and burn. I don't think I know every damn thing,
Nah.
but I know some about
No,
some.
little something.
I know something about some. And boy, when I used to see, boy, when it was your season, but hey, listen, I used to get upset. I done got way, 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 way better in my approach to it. Because I understand that everybody ain't in tune with themselves. And it take a little time. You'll get a little, I say, Mr. Beasley said all the time, keep on living. He said, keep on living. You'll
I just
see.
seen him yesterday. I just seen him yesterday. He's talking about Mr.
That's
B.
my guy.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah, boy. He said, keep on living. And it's like, yeah, you damn right, Mr. B. Just keep on living. And I sure enough see it, boy. I see it,
Hmm.
boy, on the regular. I can see when the season is happening and everything. I've learned myself that even in downtime to maximize that time. You know what I mean? Like even if it's just a break from the norm. You know what I'm saying? Like everything ain't a time to try to bombard yourself with, oh, let me go watch a barber tutorial. Or let me go do this right here. Let me see what I can do to elevate my game. Sometimes it's just a break from the shit. Just a break from the game.
Hmm.
Just a break from it. Just say, you know what, man, I ain't been on the, you know what I'm saying? I ain't telling you to sit back there and get involved with your Candy Crush for 2 hours and say fuck the dope. You know what I'm
but
saying?
that
Like,
but that downtime is where you could start maybe reading up on something, reading up on some stocks, reading up on a little
yeah.
fund here and there, or you know what,
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in this. Let me see how I can open this up, or
Or
you know
or
what,
or
let me
or
see how I
text
can
that client
invest in
that you had a
something.
or text that client that you had a dope ass conversation with and see what's going on with them today.
Yep,
Check in real quick.
yep.
Let me check in, man. How you doing, bro? I know you were just here, what I'm saying, last week, man. I'm just checking in. I know you on schedule for next week. I'm just checking in on you, man. See how you doing, man. What you on right now, man? I'm got a little downtime in the shop, man. I'm just trying to see what you on right now. Maybe you can, direct my path. I got a little extra, what I'm saying, stack or two to put over in some. You got any information or anything that can help me? You
Hmm.
might segue yourself into a greater conversation, being that he wasn't in the chair, because most folks will give you information while they're in your face, and then they might dip, and then they don't even think about your ass for the rest of the day. They got too much going on. Not that you're not important to them. It's
No,
just that they
yeah,
got too
yeah,
much. They
yeah.
got too much. They got too much going on in their regular life. So you hit him up. He might have been on the lunch break, be like, you know what, man? My partner just told me about this book I was supposed to get, or told me about that. Yeah, hey man, put your money in such and such. Take
Hmm.
about 500 of that too. Take a little shot, dip your toe in the water, and get such and such. XRP is doing what it do right now. Go get some of that Ripple. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what's up. Okay, I'm
Shit.
gonna go get some of this Ripple real quick. I'm gonna spread it around the
Hmm.
shop. I ain't gonna keep it to myself. Hey, boy, hey, my folks
Hey,
just told me, man, put about five in the Ripple, man.
that gatekeeping, that's another thing too now.
Oh,
That's another thing too now.
say it ain't
That's another thing.
so.
That's another thing. But before we get to that, another bad thing, I just thought about something too.
Talk about it.
Sometimes another bad thing about this game is when you do start getting the money, do get yourself situated, you do find yourself with a lot of downtime, you got your shit situated, the sack chasing. That's what you already know I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
These bitches.
Yeah, 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 man. Yeah,
Sad
yeah.
chasing and drinking.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Mm,
sir, man.
and fell off
That
into
right
some
there,
moist and don't know what to do with yourself.
that right there could make or break a barber. It can make or break a shop, and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. It could fuck everything up.
I know
Everything.
what, but talking about owners and all.
Yeah, it don't even gotta be a regular. It can don't even gotta be a barber. It could be an owner. It could be an owner, bro.
You know
It's
who I'm.
we've seen
You
it.
know who I'm talking to.
We've seen it. We've seen it,
You
bro.
you you know
We've
who
seen
I'm
it.
talking to.
We've seen it, bro. You got these barbers out here that they dipping and diving in clients, girls. They dipping and diving in they jit client
What?
mama, they aunties. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like, yeah, man. Like it's
What?
treacherous. It's treacherous.
Boy, you better believe it, boy.
It's
And they got
treacherous.
boy.
It's treacherous, bro. It's
But
treacherous.
I
You know what I'm saying?
got I got
Yeah.
stories. I
We
got
all got
stories.
stories, bro. We
Got
all got
stories,
stories.
but I'm trying to tell you. Now, coming to this portion of the game, what is your philosophy on this barber game? Because you done gave a hell of a lot to the audience, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You done gave so much to the audience. Like, I might, man, like, bro, like when we come back on
Yeah, we're gonna have
the
to do
whole
this again,
platform,
bro. Yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna have
we
to do
come
this
back.
again.
Boy, you done gave.
I might have to pull up on you. I might have to. Cause remember Geo? Remember Geo?
Geo.
Geo, light skinned jit with Affinity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, that's my plane plug now.
Oh
So
yeah.
let me know, bro. I'm out.
Oh, bro, you won't even believe. I just came back for the funeral last month.
Yeah.
I'm coming through Southwest.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Uh,
Condolences, by
thank
the
you,
way.
brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I'm coming through bag check right in Orlando. I run into one of your old clients.
Who?
He got the Fabio now. Like only thing he getting done is like a little taper up here and getting the
That's
beard
what I'm
done.
talking about. That's what I'm
That's
talking
him
about.
with the
Spirit, right?
glasses,
He worked for
huh?
Spirit?
Oh no. He worked for Southwest.
Southwest. Who? You don't remember
He
his
worked for
name?
Southwest, but he had like a little bad skin. He
Bad
used to
skin.
get like the three with the taper. Then he started getting like the comb over. He wore the glasses.
Man, that
Um,
sound real familiar.
man, bro.
It, it's been so many
Dog.
years,
He
bro.
used to see you like he used to come every week, bro. He used to work. I think he used to work at Home Depot.
Home Depot.
I think he used to work at Home Depot. Now he work at the airline.
Yeah.
Soon as I seen him, I was like, bro, I know you, bro. And he was like, he was looking at me. He's like, really? I was like, yeah, bro. You used to come to the shop in Claremont. He was like, yeah. I did used to come to the shop. I was like, man. I was like, man. I was thinking. I was like, I said, who used to cut you? And he was like, the guy he had glasses, Spanish guy. I was like, Mark. He's like, yeah, Mark. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I said, my boy Mark used to cut you. I was like, don't forget no face, but I remember. But
Yeah.
I think he used to. It wasn't a common name. It wasn't a common name for Buddy. I think he used to work at Home Depot, bro. I'm thinking he used to work at Home Depot.
Well, I'm gonna run into him. You gonna run into him at the airport. We
Yeah,
gonna, you know what I'm saying? We back and
yeah.
forth
I
anyway.
don't
I'm
forget
gonna
no
end up running
faces,
into
bro.
him.
I used to know damn near everybody's name that came in the shop. I knew everybody's name. I remember everybody, bro. So I'll never forget no face. And he was like, "Yeah, bro, that's crazy. Small world." Like, yeah, small world. Bitch, it's Orlando. You don't know I didn't move to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's crazy. But what is your philosophy behind this barber game? Yo, so what is your philosophy?
Man, I would say we kind of said a lot of it already. To be
For
honest,
real, bro.
we
I
said a
think
lot of it. We put a lot on out there. There's still more.
it's
But
still more, bro.
a
But
philosophy I could definitely go with is, man, have some OGs around you, but
yeah,
not these. Not have some real ones around you that's
yeah,
really gonna be there to check you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because I feel like those OGs in the shop that are real ones that's gonna come and check you when you need it.
Yeah.
That's very valuable that a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, take for granted. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Pay attention to your OGs, hustle, be true, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be, you know what I mean? Keep faith and
Yeah.
whatever you believe in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um Salam alaikum to everybody doing Ramadan right now, speaking about faith.
And for sure.
Um man, it's a lot. It's a lot in this game, man. It's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a
It's a
lot to
lot
deal with in this game,
for
man.
real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard for a lot of people to really excuse, like, move their personal and be in the shop. A lot of people can't do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A lot of people mix everything and then they bring it into the shop, and then other barbers attract to it and they feed off of that bad energy, and then the whole
Right.
day is messed up out of nowhere. Like, it's a lot, man. Really, you really
For sure.
gotta keep your head on right, man. Have an
For sure.
outlet. Have an outlet, man, because we deal with a lot.
You keep somebody solid in your circle always. No squares
Yes.
in your circle, man. No
Yeah.
squares in your circles. No cubes in your circumference. I'm
Yeah.
changing that. No cubes in your circumference, man.
Not every barber is your friend. You don't have to be cool with everybody. You could be
Nah.
cordial. You could be cordial. You be respectful, but you don't have to be cool, buddy with everybody in the
Everybody.
shop. You know what I
No.
mean? You
Giving
know what
too
I mean?
much.
Sometimes,
You take on
sometimes
a
it
lot of
be,
energy.
sometimes it be those other barbers in the shop that you start hanging out with, and they start influencing you, and you don't even know it. Next thing you
Hmm.
know, they messing everything up at the crib for you.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
for sure.
So it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a
For
lot.
sure. I appreciate you, bro. I was really looking forward to this interview. Everybody that I've done on these first 4 episodes, um, everybody has, in some way, impacted me as a man first before the barber. You know what I'm saying? If you showed me a lot of good qualities of, how a friend is there for a friend. You know what I'm saying? To lead and to follow. You know what I mean? And watching you and peeping game how you do your thing, and it showed me a lot, bro. And just like you see me, I see you too. Like we was joined at the hip for for quite some time. Man, I was back there
Yeah.
looking at them. I was looking at the wedding photos, man. Like, yo.
Brick at the cut party.
Man. Forget the cup party. Hey, that's gonna be outside of chopping it up. We gonna sit back and we gonna have a nice little chop up, bro. We
Hey,
gonna really
man.
sit back and, man. But we done went to some crazy shit. It's been some crazy shit over these years, bro. It's been crazy, for real, for real. But man, I appreciate you coming on the platform, man, blessing us with your presence, brother,
I
and your
appreciate you having me on the platform, giving
for
me the opportunity
sure.
to, you know what I'm saying, reach different masses. You know what I mean? As always, I'm
Yeah,
here. I'm here, and I'm gonna give you
yeah,
100 every time, man.
for
Every
sure. They
time.
say they say it's giving. It's giving. It's
Yeah.
nothing, bro. I'm glad you here. I'm glad you came and stopped by, man. Cause I talk about you all the time to these Texas barbers all the time, man. I always talk about my dog, and so this is going to conclude chopping it up episode 4 with my boy Mark, aka Mr. Get Busy,
You gave me
Mr.
that name, by the way.
Huh?
You gave me that name, by the way.
Shit, cause that's what you do.
The
That's what you
ambidextrous
do.
monster,
You
boy.
dig what I'm saying? Hey, we gotta
Two-handed
patent
bandit.
that shit. We gotta
The,
patent that shit. We gotta trademark
the
that, man.
two-handed bandit,
The
boy.
two-handed bandit, the ambidextrous monster. Yes,
Fade you with
sir.
one, line you up with one, raise you with both. What you want?
Yeah. See,
What
I
you
do
want?
this shit. See, I do this shit. Remember your boy from Florida? What, Felipe? I do this shit. I do this shit. Yeah, bro. Hey, this is fantastic, man. Anything you want to leave with the audience before we get out of here, brother?
Hey, man, you know what it is, man. On socials, Mr. Get Busy. You can get me on all socials. You know what I mean. Anybody in the Central Florida area, man, don't be afraid. Hit me up, man.
See
Barbers,
my boy.
anybody you trying to get chopped up. You know what I mean. In the Dallas Fort Worth area, you already know. your boy Plugg.
If you can get
I'm gonna
in,
see
come
y'all
see
again.
me.
I'm gonna see you again. I'm gonna
Yeah.
see y'all again, and I'll probably be in studio by that time because I already know where this is going. I
And
already
this
know where
bitch
this is
gonna look a
going. This
lot
is gonna be
different.
studio. This is gonna skyrocket. I already know, man, because you put in that work.
Already.
You put in the work, man. You
Thank you,
put in the work,
sir.
and you
I
deserve it.
appreciate you, bro.
You
For
deserve
sure. This been
everything
a long
coming.
time coming, man.
Yes, sir.
I have been through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And now we persevering. Now we're gonna definitely persevere through all of it, man. So, as always, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe
Subscribe.
channel, man, and
Hit that
fuck with
subscribe
your
button, baby.
boy. I told y'all I was gonna bring this shit. I told y'all. I
Yes,
told
sir.
y'all. Hit that subscribe. Wait. Hit, hit that subscribe button. It's free, bitch.
Hey, that's that ASMR.
I,
That's the ASMR people right there. You just hit off.
you
That's them
did.
ASMRs you just hit off right there.
It's
Whole different
free.
category right there.
You know what I'm talking about? It's free. Y'all holler, we'll holler at y'all, man. Peace and love, man. Love y'all, man. Head up, man. Chest out. You dig what I'm saying? And
Love,
we out.
man. Yes, sir.